Hi YouTube, so this is Miss Obsession 21. I'm doing a video today to explain MAC's eyeshadow finishes. So what I'm going to explain to you is a lot of people get confused when they go on the websites or when they go into the store and they see all these different eyeshadows and you look at them and they're like Tete-a-tint, or it'll say like matte squared or velvet or frost or satin or Veluxe pearl or matte and all that kind of stuff, and you kind of get confused because you're like, what does this all mean? And basically what it means is the different types of finishes that the eyeshadow will come across. So if you go and you look at the eyeshadow and you're like, oh, that's a pretty color, and then when you swatch it, it's like a different type of color, the reason is because of the finish. So basically I'm here to explain the type of finishes. I did watch Encore's video and he does a great job at explaining them, but sometimes people don't understand it and I just wanted to try my own way of explaining it. So I did some swatches and all of this is over Urban Decay's Primer Potion, so that way it show you the intensity and make sure you get the true color payoff and you don't get the color of my brown skin. Okay, and I know it's kind of crooked, but I'm going to try my best. So basically this lightest color, which is right here, is called Tete-a-tint, and it's matte squared. Matte squared, the difference between matte and matte squared is that this does have an intensity and a rich payoff. So basically whatever color you see in the pan is the color you're gonna get. Well, the difference between matte and matte squared is the fact that this is a lot more blendable than matte is. Matte is, let me just go into matte because we're talking about matte squared. Matte, I'm using handwritten, is true opaque color. The color that you see in the pan is the exact color you're going to get on your eyes. So this one is truly intense, it's opaque, it has no shimmer, no light reflective, no shine, no nothing. It's just pure matte color. And a lot of people like that. So that's when you're looking at matte colors, that's what you're going to get, is a very intensely rich color. So like there's different types of black. Like MAC has Carbon, which is a matte color, which is pure black, and then they have like Black Titanite and all those other types, and then they have grays and all these different shades, and you kind of get confused, right? So that's why I'm doing this video. So the next color is a Frost, and Frost I'm going to use Phoof, and I like this for my highlight because it's a really pretty shimmery. And Frost basically, here, I don't know if you can see it, but Frost eyeshadow, this is Phoof right here, is basically, it reflects individual light, so that means that it'll reflect every single light in it, and it's very shimmery. There's no glitter, it just has reflective light into the eyeshadow. And when you look in the pan, you'll kind of get that color, and that's in the pan, but it'll be very frosty looking. It'll be very light reflective. So Frost is really good for a highlight for a younger person. So if you're gonna go for a highlight and you're a younger person, you could go for Frost. You could get away with that. But when you get older, try to stay away from Frost because it can reflect light where you don't want it to reflect, which means your wrinkles. So you could pull it off, but it's not a very smart idea to use Frost. Okay, so the second one is a Satin. Satin is a very good color intensity, but it reflects the light. It reflects light. Here, let me show you. This is Satin, and this color right here is called Mystery. And you kind of get the colors in the pan. It's not it's kind of deceiving because you don't get that big rich intensity of a brown that you're expecting because you're looking at the pan, but you get like this soft brown because what happens is the finish, it reflects light like Frost, but it doesn't reflect individual light. So throughout the eyeshadow you'll get some parts of it that will reflect light, whereas if you swatch a Frost, it'll reflect individual light, which is very frosty, very light reflective and everything. Whereas Satin, Satin is actually a very good highlight for an older or more mature face, because that one, it'll reflect light, but it's not an individual light that it reflects. It doesn't reflect like a, like, I don't know how, it doesn't reflect every part of the particles that's in the eyeshadow. It reflects some, so it highlights, and when the light hits it, it'll reflect some parts, and it won't be so frosty. Okay, so the next one is, I don't have a luster. I don't like lusters. The biggest example of a luster would be Urban Decay. Urban Decay's eyeshadows are super shimmery, glittery, glitter. Basically everything is glitter. The one that Urban Decay has that's most popular is called Midnight Cowboy Rides Again. Hold on, let me get it. It came out in the Urban Decay palette, and you can also get them in individual. But this one right here is Midnight Cowboy Rides Again. And let me just swatch this for you. This one is truly glittery. And this you could consider a luster. So, it's right here. If you can see it, it's super glittery. It has the most light reflective. It's even more reflective than Frost. Where is Frost? Right here. So if you can tell the difference, this one is Frost and this one is basically a luster in Max Tint. But this is Urban Decay Midnight Boys Rides Again. And it's super glittery, and it's a lot of chunky glitter. So just to let you know with the luster, I don't buy Max lusters because I like Urban Decay's glittery eyeshadows better than Max luster. Okay, so next thing is Velvet. Velvet, a lot of people use Velvet for a highlighter because it's a softer payoff, and it's a softer color with a higher payoff of color. So this is Velvet, and it's a very light brownish color. And let me see. This right here is Velvet. It's like a beige color. There's not that much. It does reflect some light, but it's not as light reflective as Satin. But like I said, you do get a softer color. You get a softer color with a higher intensity payoff in the pan. So when you look at MAC website, when it shows you the Velvet, the vanilla color, you know how it has like a little swatch, it'll actually more likely be that color. So this is the Velvet Vanilla. And the last one that I'm going to talk about is Veluxe and Veluxe Pearl. I don't have any Veluxe eyeshadows, but the Veluxe is like a metallic shimmer, whereas the Veluxe Pearl, you get a soft smoothing feel, a smoother feeling, but it's not a very vibrant payoff. So this is called Crystal Avalanche, and it's like it looks in the pan, it looks like a pure white color. It looks like a frosty white, but when you swatch it, it's this one. It's not that. It's a little bit more intense than the Frost, but it's a lot smoother, and it's a lot more creamier when you put it on your eyes. So I really do like this. This is a very good highlight for the inner parts. But it's buildable and it's a blendable. I really like this color. So hopefully this helped you. If you have any questions, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And I'll be talking to you guys later. I'm still waiting for basically requests from you guys, so talk to you guys later. Hopefully you like this video. And don't forget, when you go to MAC, if you need help, just ask somebody. They're there to help you understand. Don't let anybody basically talk you into buying whatever they feel you want. A lot of MAC salespeople that work at MAC, they're there to meet a sales quota. Don't let them talk you into something that you don't need or that you don't want or you don't think you're going to use it. Go there and get something that you know you're going to use. Okay? So, talk to you guys later, guys. Bye.